Good morning.
Good morning.
I can guess which of the two of you is not Kimberly.
Oh.
Well, actually, that's presumptuous because I did meet Emil Jessica one time, and then I said, okay, I've learned my lesson. On your app, Kimberly, you might have a code for me.
It's 1659.
Wonderful. 1659. Quick heads up, by the way. In my Uber, I do something unusual. I live stream, so I want to caution you just not to share personal things that you're like, I don't want anyone to know that about me. But my name is Binyam, Kimberly, and Lou. It's nice to meet you both.
Nice to meet you too.
Are we flying domestic or international?
International.
Okay. With which airline?
Going WestJet, so we'll
Wonderful. Okay. We will get you there. So you're leaving on the day when it's warm?
Yes. Be the case.
Oh, shut it. Do you feel it already though? It's getting quite warm, isn't it?
You can feel a little bit, yes. A little bit warmer than yesterday.
Yeah. It was quite frigid in my estimation. So I'm looking forward to it, but not to the messiness. But is it warmer wherever you're going?
Hope to be.
Indeed. So with reservations, oftentimes the app will try to get us there before the reservation time. But on occasion, it'll throw in other rides in the
Yeah,
meantime.
and I figured that was the case, but I thought, is he going to the wrong place?
And then when you call, I'm like, oh no, because it's trying to answer the phone call and the reception sometimes is not great. So I think you tried before once, and I was like, I can't quite hear, and I could find the button to try and hear you better. Nonetheless, I'm glad it worked out.
It did. Thank you for
You're welcome.
helping us.
No problem.
Are you starting your shift or ending it? Or?
I'm in the midst of starting. So I started a couple hours ago. So I've worked for a bit already.
How long you worked for?
I started 5 years ago.
You like it?
Love it.
That's good.
Love it. I mean, aside from the people, it's just kidding. It's
Yeah.
No, it's fantastic. And people, and if you enjoy driving. I remember when it first came, like a few years ago, though. It was I don't know. It's quite the transition for the city, taxis for people getting used to it. And now it's gotten to be a part of the landscape. I think.
It's a great way to get around for sure.
And in Calgary, especially because we're so spread out.
Yeah.
Right? So it's ideal. Yeah, I was surprised how much I'd enjoy. When I first started, Kimberly, I was doing it part-time. But very quickly I said, my goodness, there's a lot here that suits what I'm looking for in a job. And at the time I was teaching, which I thoroughly enjoy as well. But yeah, it was a big decision when I decided to do this full-time. And I haven't looked back, but my goodness.
Sounds like you're enjoying it. That's good.
I am, yes. How long have you guys been looking forward to this trip?
For a while.
Nice.
It's always nice to get away and come back just in time for the holidays. So
Gotcha. Part of the fun of my job is vicariously living through the lives of those.
Other people living in places. Do you do a lot of airport trips, or?
I do a few of those, yes.
Yeah.
It is part of the work is uncertain in that I have no idea where I'm going to be heading when I pick someone up, right?
Yeah.
And so, I mean, this one I knew because it was a pre-reservation.
Yeah, I booked it on Friday, I think, or
Gotcha.
Saturday.
Yeah.
I didn't realize you could book 90 days out. I thought it was only 60. Is that like a new thing, or?
It's always evolving on the app, so it might be a new thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess you do it 90 days now. It's like, How would I know 90 days from now where I'm going to be?
Well, I wonder if there's some who book well in advance that way, right? Maybe they see a sale that they're wanting to capitalize on it.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the dynamic. I'm not sure. No, but it's kind of neat, the atmosphere or the mood for those who are anticipating traveling for pleasure versus those who are traveling for work. So there's a difference there.
Mm-hmm.
For the ones in the latter, they're just like, it's just,
Yeah, it's a different vibe.
Yep.
No one minds getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning when you go on vacation, but if you gotta do a job thing, that no one's happy about that.
It's like, here we go. And the thing is, when we were younger, once upon a time, this was kind of like the life that seemed really exciting for those who got to travel for work, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I've talked to enough of them now where they're like, it's fun for a period, but it loses its romantic aspect very quickly.
It does very quickly.
Yeah. To the point that they say all they look forward to is just their own bed, for example, or just being in their own home, right?
There's nothing like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's getting nice and warm here this week.
Is it for the entire week, do you think?
I think 6, 7, 10 degrees.
Oh my goodness.
Maybe some of this will melt. I don't know. Let's see. Might not be warm enough.
Maybe, I don't know. I just know it's not the right time to go wash your vehicle.
Yeah. Yeah, that freezing and fine, and then it makes the sidewalk slippery, and at night, and then it thaws, and then it freezes.
Well, something I was thinking about during the snow these last 2 weeks was those who don't have all-wheel drive, and the challenge that it must be going into some of these side streets that are not plowed.
Yeah, it's. I wish the city would clean them, kind of, the side streets too.
At least we're not in Vancouver where they don't have the infrastructure to even look after their.
Yeah, they don't have any snow trucks there. It doesn't seem very many.
No. Last night you couldn't even see the city from here because it was so foggy, but it's cleared up quite a bit.
This morning?
Last night.
Last night?
Yeah.
It was foggy?
It was foggy, yeah. I was driving a couple of trips this way and just looking over this way, it was just white.
Wow.
But not today. Oh, the other day, after all the hoarfrost had developed on the branches of the trees, I had one moment when the sun came out and I was on a street that had the canopy of trees over the street. It was just so beautiful. Oh my goodness. The sun shining through the branches. And
so pretty.
it was, I had to take some pictures for sure.
That's worth it for sure.
I think so.
I always find the first snow here very nice, and it starts to get dirty after that, like by January, February, but the first snow is always so nice. Nice and clean.
Yeah. I met a new immigrant yesterday from Colombia. Her first time seeing snow, so it was interesting hearing her excitement.
Yeah, and I'll show you the site. She's going to be in 4 months.
I know. It hasn't worn off yet.
Yeah, I've never seen it before. It's exciting.
It's a big deal, right? Yeah. That was really neat. My first time, I remember, it was quite exciting too. I was very young, and this is in Kelowna. When we first moved here, it was mesmerizing. There wasn't very much of it, but there was just enough for us to still be elegant and indulging.
Yeah, it is pretty.
Well, all we knew before was the experience of seeing it on postcards in Africa. There's not much comprehension of what stuff that kids are playing in, and that's,
it's a different experience when you see it live.
Yeah, and experience it too, yeah. you imagine coming home to these vehicles over here?
Yeah.
And they're cold and
Cold and
snowed in.
yeah, your car's freezing. Yeah.
I think a tremendous service would be one who pre-warms up your vehicle for you and brings it up to the gate. Wouldn't that be amazing?
There's a service that does that?
It would be amazing
No,
if there
okay.
was.
It's actually a good idea.
It would be amazing if there was, yes. Hmm.
I just wonder with the development of Uber if a lot of people use those services like it's more convenient just to take an Uber.
Mm-hmm.
You know, wonder if
True
people
enough.
do that as much. It'd be interesting to see how these guys are doing in terms of
Yeah.
park and fly or whatever they're called now.
Well, during the pandemic, it was entirely empty, right?
Oh, yeah.
It was quite something to see, but yeah. I mean, people still come and park here. It
I
looks
guess
like.
if you're really from like 2 hours away, you're gonna obviously need to
Do
park
that.
your car.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen this display of Christmas lights up at the entrance here. But
Yeah. Oh, it's so pretty.
It is so beautiful, isn't it?
It's a nice time of year.
Yeah, it is. Such a great job with it. This is quite an interesting foot traffic here. Huh.
It's one day. A little bit busier. You're saying busier or?
No, it's interesting
Oh,
to see.
people walking.
Yeah, the foot traffic here. That's unusual.
That seems unusual.
Mm-hmm. You might be flying out into the sunrise, perhaps, eh?
Yeah, it's this time of year. It's so dark, so like stays dark so late. It gets so dark so early.
Yeah.
Like dark by 4 o'clock. It's like, oh, it's too much.
But thankfully, it's not foggy right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes a difference for sure.
Mm-hmm. I've been driving people here for the last couple of weeks when it's foggy and snowy and all the things, and I just keep being astounded at how we figured out how to do all this. You know,
Yeah.
land these big birds in the middle of all
People
this.
near and
Yeah.
de-icing and all that. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, it's quite something. I appreciate human ingenuity when I get to see it, right? It's like, oh my. You know, it's a good sign is when you don't see your gate being populated.
Yeah, it's not bad. It doesn't seem really busy right now. It's nice.
That's a nice sign, yes. I'm going to bring you closer to this door over here.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
The pleasure was mine. Let me grab your bags as well.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So welcome.
Yeah.
Good morning, friends. How's it going? Okay. My next ride is when? Let's have a quick look here. It's in about 1 hour. No, in 45 minutes. So I better hustle my way there. I'll see you guys on the next live stream. Cheerio.